24-hour service. How important is that for you and your company? Well, I've got somebody in the office that is actually going to show us how they provide a service that can help you a whole lot better. Caitlin, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much for having me, Roger. It's a pleasure to be here, and I can't wait to talk about Ferguson and what I do for them with our 24/7 commercial water heater service.
This is going to be fun. So yes, this video is sponsored by Ferguson. Now, we teamed up with Ferguson because of everything they do for plumbers and the plumbing communities and the communities we're in. This is neat because, look, I started a plumbing company a long time ago, and one of the very first job offers that I got was to change out this big water heater in a health club. It was just me, and I thought, how can I do that? So what we're gonna talk about today is your 24/7 commercial water heater service, and you're over that.
Yes, that's what I handle in Houston, to a full service. So just like the situation you just brought up, that's where we come in. Sometimes plumbers, it costs a lot of money to have them on the job. We provide several guys out in the field to haul away, set in place, using a stair climbing dolly, lift gate, truck for all of those needs to where you don't have to pull that 500-gallon water heater out of the healthcare center by yourself.
And I like that because it's 24/7 service. So first of all, if I've got a company and I get a phone call at midnight that, hey, I'm a commercial building, we lost a water heater today.
Right.
I can call you and you can say, hey, look, we can jump through hoops. We can make things happen. We can help you, Roger, your little plumbing company, get that water heater out tonight, get a new one in. All I've got to do as a plumber is go disconnect it.
Yes.
Get it ready to be pulled out.
Yes.
Get a clear path to the doorway.
Yes.
And it ain't even got to be very clear. There can be stairs in the way.
I'm just saying, stairs, every single time my driver, he's like, is there stairs? Is there stairs? I'm like, I don't know. We're just going to have to figure it out when we get there. But most of the time, there are stairs.
And we'll be ready for it if
we'll
they
be
are.
ready with the stair climbing dolly.
I love that.
That thing trips people out when they see it. They're like, what is this?
24/7 service. And that can be one of two ways. It can either be, hey, I just got a call at midnight. My customer has a water heater out. I need one. Or it can be, hey, Caitlin, look, next Tuesday night at 10 o'clock, the restaurant shuts at 9. They'll be out by 10.
Yes.
I'm going to walk in the back door. I'm going to open up the mechanical room. I'm going to shut off the water. I'm going to disconnect the water heater. You're going to come pull it out. Not me.
I have done it before, I will say that.
Well, I don't think you did it all by yourself.
No.
But I must say, it's a possibility. But really, you're going to pull it out. Ferguson's going to pull it out and put the new one in place and help me line it up. So all I've got to do is disconnect the old one and hook up the new one.
Yes, that's all we need. And for us, that service in itself is a value-added service for our customers. They hear that we will bring it to you. First off, that's a big deal. Every time you buy a water heater from us, you are getting the delivery service.
And this is a commercial water heater.
Commercial water heater only.
And it's included in the price.
Included in the price. We're not going to help you pull your, water heater out of the attic in your residential home. No,
but that's where I want help.
I know.
I do. I want you to come do that for me.
We get asked that so many times. I'm like, man, I'm sorry, but throw me a commercial one here every week. Now and again, maybe we'll help you out. But no, commercial only, because those are the big guys, the big boys.
No, and I love that. And I think that is such a great service. Think about how much value that adds.
Yes.
If me, a little, chuck in a truck plumbing company, and I hate calling it that, but seriously, I have been that little plumbing company starting out where it was just me. And you'd come along to a job like this and you're just like, yeah, look, I have no way to do it.
Right.
Y'all kind of help level the playing field and make it where that small guy can take care of a good project and take care of his customers.
Yes, that is what we are trying to aim to do. We don't just want to be order takers. We don't want to just be another person that sells, your normal pipe and fittings. We want to provide the service and add the value to our customers to where they are calling me every single time for every single water heater because they know what we can bring to the table that maybe our competition isn't. I eat, live, breathe my job and taking care of my customers. So if I do get that call at midnight, 2 a.m., whatever it is, that is my job and my team's job in Houston is to provide the water heater whenever they need it, wherever it needs to go.
And I love that because literally I used to be a hairstylist and I had a hair salon in a health club, but also did plumbing and they knew that. And they had asked me about changing water heater. I'm like, yeah, man, I can do it. And I walk in and look at this, 100-gallon water heater, and I'm thinking, man, I can't even pick it up and get it over the pipes because of the way they ran it. And I'm like, guys, I just can't do this. And I really wish I had known this service, which probably wasn't around even back then. But it would be neat to say, hey, you know what? I've got a team that can help me get the old water heater out, get the new water heater here, get it up the steps, the front steps into the building, get it up the steps into the mechanical room.
Yes.
And help me just get it in place. That way I'm not hurting me or even worse, I go in and mess up the system because I tried fighting it over everything, and now I've got a bunch of repopping to do.
Right. Most of the time, some of my customers who don't even fully do water heaters all the time, they're like, man, y'all make it so easy. We need to like focus on commercial water heaters and the service side, you know, because it's by our service and what we do, we eliminate the need for extra labor there. You know, like if you normally would need to have 3 or 4 guys on a job site to take out this 100, 199 water heater, which is in every hotel, restaurant, I mean, you name it.
Now, explain a 100, 199.
100-gallon, 199 BTU. That is
Why is it 199 BTUs?
because it's under the ASME threshold in the state of Texas. So you don't have to have the boiler certificate
It's
license.
under 200
Yes.
BTUs, so it's not a boiler.
Yes.
So I can install them, you can install them, everybody can install them.
Absolutely. And that's where we look to as well, you know, when it comes into sizing jobs, like I mentioned earlier, like adding value to our customers, we don't want to just give you a like for a like. Now, if the like for like makes sense, 100%, but there are certain situations where it might not make sense. So then that is my job to make sure that we determine the best solution for the building.
Now, explain how you do that. We were talking about this earlier. You want to talk about somebody that knows what they're talking about. You come in with a flow meter.
Yes.
And hook it up, and you may be, hey, this water heater really doesn't need to be this big.
Yes.
This is what this water heater is putting out every day. Let's figure in a fudge factor.
Right.
And say, look, even if it used 50% more, you could still go a lower water heater and do good.
Absolutely.
So explain how you go in and do a flow test
Sure.
to determine what people need.
Sure. So it all depends on the system. First, we need a working system. I can't hook a flow meter up to a system that's not running water, right? That's obvious.
Yeah, if there's no flow there, there's not a lot to measure.
It's not going to do anything for the people, no. So I need a working system. And then a lot of the times, as we, you know, me and you have both seen in the industry, equipment is majorly oversized.
No.
I know. I still get pushback from people on that. Like, no, the engineer knows me. Okay, please.
Engineers say, what is the biggest water heater we could put in there? We know it'll handle it.
We want it to, we just know that we are going to cover the load that we need.
Yeah, in case there's extra 100 people in every room every night, we've got it covered.
Yeah, and then don't even take into account the fact that, like, in school districts, for example, kids don't shower in school anymore. You know, I mean, it's just stuff like that our world, the way that it's changed, we have to adapt to. So that's where our flow meter comes so in handy with that. So I need to have a clear piece of pipe. I'm going to...
Now, explain clear.
So without insulation,
Okay.
I don't have to penetrate pipe or anything. My device just wraps around the pipe.
I wanted people to know
yes,
that because
yes.
I've got clear PVC pipe I do videos with.
Right.
It doesn't need to be clear PVC, not see-through,
No.
but an open section of pipe.
Yes.
Now, what type? Copper, steel, anything
It
at all?
will service all of it. So anything from Schedule 80 PVC to steel galvanized pipe to even the Aquatherm to, I mean, just your standard copper like most, you know, commercial water heater systems are piped with. So all the way down from 3/4 up to 4-inch is what my device can read. So that should cover pretty much any type of mechanical room situation you're in with all hot water products. And then if there isn't a size that is available, we work with the manufacturer of our flow meter to get that size added, which is great. So the options are unlimited.
So that's so cool. I love that it's just another service that Ferguson offers. Now, remember, this video is sponsored by Ferguson, and this is why we work with Ferguson. The things that they do, like I said, for plumbers, their communities, but then the services that they offer that some of us don't even know they have. So, Caitlin, first of all, thank you for coming to town. I love this. This has been wonderful.
Thank you.
And guys, remember, if you want more information, you can get in touch with Caitlin down at Ferguson in Houston, but you can also get in touch with Dallas, San Antonio. Man, they've got this service here for you. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.